I don't know about you guys, but this latest headline and from hearing from our president thinking about cutting another check for $106 billion is out. We are broke. We do not have the money. We have been fighting inflation for almost 2 years. This is unacceptable to me. And if any of y'all right now have been pissed off about your student loans, the cost of groceries, the cost to borrow anything from a house to a car right now, I'm telling you right now, this is not the right direction to go right now. Why is that? Well, for starters, we don't even have a Speaker of the House. So even though this $106 billion bill is going to come down to the Congress, we don't even have an active speaker right now. We are so destabilized right now as a country. We don't know whether we're coming or going. And we're going to write checks that we have no idea how we're even going to pay for it right now. So what concerns me the most about all of this with this crazy reckless spending? So I don't know if you guys remember the last time we were out of control with our spending, but those credit rating agencies like Fitch, yeah, they downgraded our credit worthiness. And what does that mean to you and I? Well, for starters, anytime you need to go buy something, guess what? It becomes more expensive because no one wants to buy your debt. And your debt now has to yield a higher rate of return, i.e. a risk premium, to pay for that debt. So guess what? As yields go up in bonds, when you want to go borrow the hurdle rate, you now have to pay more your borrowing cost to go get that house, to go get that car, to go get that personalized loan, to go do that remodel. All of these things, credit deteriorates because it's more expensive to borrow, which affects our lives. So as you go to write these big giant checks with money we don't have, and we're already fighting inflation, and our terminal rate as of yesterday damn near touched 5% for a small moment, just let that sink in. We are at 5%. So to hurdle that, all of the banks, in order to borrow money right now, have to get above that. So the hurdle rate is damn near 7-8%. So if you have perfect credit, you're looking at 8-9% now to go get a house, to go get a car, to go get anything right now. This is insane. This is how you completely stall out an economy. This is not a good thing, you guys. It is so bad. In the real estate industry, mortgage rates are now hitting 8%. We had the slowest resale. This is a lagging indicator, but September resale was as bad as it was in October of 2010 coming out of the Great Recession. So in closing, I want to leave you with this, guys. We are in dire straits. We might receive another downgrade in our credit worthiness. We have a government that is overspending, and we don't even have a Speaker of the House that can oversee this legislation. We have a lot of things moving. We're in two efforts between Ukraine and Israel right now, all while we're trying to get inflation under control. The Fed, I do think, wants to pause. They want to be done. But the problem is when you have a government that is continuing to spend outrageous amounts of money and receiving a possible downgrade, your yields are going to continue to rise, which is going to apply pressure to your equities market. And if no one wants to buy your debt at its current rate at 5%, we're already experiencing, you've seen in the past, with a duration risk with our bond market because we've already lost regional banks. If the yields continue to rise any further, you could start to see more bank runs. You could start to see massive outflows in the equity market. There are a lot of negatives happening. We haven't even seen the real estate market crash yet, but I can guarantee you if you keep raising these rates any farther up, being at 8% on a mortgage, you're going to lose the housing market eventually. I'm telling you guys, we have a lot of moving parts right now. We have got to get our spending under control. So in closing, if this bill goes through, go ahead and get ready because your interest rates are going to rise for borrowing. It's going to apply even more pressure on the housing and commercial markets. And the yields are going to rise and it's going to apply a massive amount of pain to regional banks. I am telling you right now, if you are not paying attention to what is going on, both geopolitically, with your government, and your economy, you're going to wake up and be like, damn, I didn't realize how bad it was. It's getting ugly. And we need to, the first thing that we need to do is this needs to get shut down. We do not have the money for it. I'm sorry. My heart goes out for all the humanitarian aid in these countries. We cannot help you if we can't help our own people. People in Hawaii are still destitute right now. We can't even help our own. So how in the heck can we possibly help others? I'm sorry, I'm going to leave it there. It's a long video. Thanks if you've made it this far in the video. As always, I'll see you guys on the next video. Tell me about in the comments what you guys think about all this. See you guys.